Kingambit is one of the strongest Pokemon introduced in Generation 9. With its ability Supreme Overlord, it has positioned itself to be the embodiment of a comeback in singles play. Today we're trying out Kingambit in the Overseer, the metagame dominated by legendary Pokemon, and see if that strength is the real deal or just for show. Alright, so we're gonna be running it with Kingambit this time around. First game, we get a pretty interesting team. We get Webs and we get also Triggering, so interesting combination right there. We do have Hatterene to stop the Webs from being set up, but also my team is not very hurt by them either. We have Landers, Kyogre, Arceus with priority, Kingambit with priority. So really the only Pokemon to get hurt by them is Koraidon. But yeah, let's see how we do. What do I want to lead here actually? If they lead Glimora, that would be a problem, but actually is lead Hatterene a good lead here? I think it's better than Kyogre. So they do lead Ribombee. I think I can just go for Draining Kiss here in case they want a Moonblast or something. Or they just go for Quiver Dance. That's fine, I think. Because I can just Revenge Kill with Arceus, and if they're Terra Ghost, I can just Sucker Punch with Kingambit. Okay. So they're doing. I get a crit, which is incredible. So Arceus always Revenge Kills, and they wasted their Terra there, which is pretty good. I don't know if that was really worth it, you know. I think I'm gonna go for Healing Wish here. I don't think I can do anything else. I think it's worth the sack. I can just go Arceus and Revenge Kill. Big brain move from their part will just be go Glimora, but as you can see, my team is not really affected by T-Spikes, so it's whatever. No crit matter. No, I'm not sure what they mean. Anyways, since it's a Glimora, I think it's safe to go Kingambit. I don't remember, they do have Earth Power, Mortal Spin, Stealth Rock, and Dazzle on Gleam. That should be the last move. I do want to keep my Kingambit healthy though for what's his face? Calyrex and Kyurem too, I guess. So maybe just going Kyogre is a better play. I do have Terra Water on Landers and Terra Fire on this and on Koraidon, so I think it's worth just giving them the poison on Kyogre. So we go for Thunder, so we get the Para. No point on risking Origin Pulse here. So best case scenario, they go Kyurem and I get the Paralysis, but I really don't think they're going to be doing that. I think they're just going to be setting up rocks here. And let's see. Memento. Okay. I do have Healing Wish in the back as well, so I do have to switch out, but I think it's whatever here. They already Terra, so Kingambit can always KO. Okay, so they go for Trick Room. They're gonna be faster. So Katao is. Did they not see the balloon? Hello? Did they not see the balloon here? Okay, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I was expecting there, but interesting move from my opponent's part. They're not high on the ladder, so. And they just forfeit. Yeah, Kingambit won at that point, so I guess that's fine. So let's just get another battle. Okay, so we got a more Ubers looking game this time around. Well, not like last game wasn't, but you know. So Tinglu, Eternatus, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu. That's the scary one. Interesting matchup. So I think Hatterene is gonna pop off here, maybe, with Koraidon and Tinglu over there. And I think I can just win with Arceus if I set up the Terrifier properly. Just gotta be careful against Statty Tornadus, because if it's Agility or something like that, it could be problematic. Or if it has Sludge Bomb, it could also be trouble, but we'll see. Kingambit also has kind of a good matchup here against the Tinglu because of the balloon, and can also Sucker Punch Fluttermane, excuse me. So yeah, I think Lander is a fine lead. In case they lead or Koraidon, that's fine. Or they lead Zacian, that's perfect. Do I U-turn here in case they want a Terra or Stain? I think that's a good play, right? But going to what? That's the problem. Well, I guess I could just go Hatterene and then pivot back to Landers to see what they want to do. Or actually, go to Kyogre and then pivot back to Landers. Did they do that? Substitute. Okay. So they just substitute in front of Landers now? Interesting choice. So what's the one I need the least here? I think Koraidon's the one I need the least. If they have Play Rough, then they have Play Rough, I think. But I think I need to break this up. They do have Play Rough. I go back to Landers. Either way. Go for SD. And are they double stab? Because if they are double stab, yeah, they are double stab. They just KO the thing here. So that's one threat gone. Unfortunately, I lost Koraidon because of that, but I think it was worth just scouting what it was gonna do. Dark Pulse is pretty free for them. I don't have any resist, so if this is Specs, we're gonna know now. If they are Scarf, then we're gonna know as well. Okay, I think, oh, they're Life Orb, so they don't KO with anything. I think Origin Pulse is pretty safe here. If they go Koraidon, that's fine, because I can just go Landers or Hatterene. La la la. Okay, so I'm Rocky Helmet Hatterene, so I think it's pretty safe. If they have Flare Blades, they're gonna take a buttload of damage. Okay, I think Draining Kiss is fine here. They're gonna go Fluttermane maybe, yep. And that Fluttermane's probably Specs or Life Orb, so I wonder what the best movie here is. So Kyogre cannot switch into GU anymore, but it's still good to pivot so I can get the rain up. If they go for Shadow Ball, they're not gonna do that much damage to Kingambit, and they're not gonna be able to hit Arceus. I guess Moonblast is also pretty free for them because I don't have a resist, and what's his face? Landers is low, and I don't think they want to. Well, Moonblast doesn't KO Hatterene, so I think Kingambit is a good pivot because I won't be KO'd by anything, and I can just threaten with Sucker Punch afterwards. Well, they just Mystical Fire, and I get KO'd. Oh my god. They're Life Orb on that too. Okay. Tricky game. Because I have no switch-ins for this Pokemon basically with Koraidon gone. So I think Kyogre is fine. I think I'm just gonna Ice Beam. They just Moonblast. And I freeze them. Oh my god. Alright. Well, hopefully you stay frozen. Hopefully they stay frozen. That would be hilarious. Yep. Oh, well, that happens sometimes. It's Pokemon. Can't really be mad at that, I think. They go to Chi-Yu. Don't want to sack Landers yet. Don't want to sack Don't want to sack Harrowing yet either, so I think I'm just gonna stay in. Okay. So what do we do here? Yeah, I think I just have to go Arceus and extreme speed. Get damage on this. They go Koraidon, they get to hit KO'd. Okay. Do I think they're gonna Terra Ghost? I think it's worth scouting for at least. Oh, they go to Tingaloo? Oh shit. Okay, I can just U-turn. Hattering. And now that Chi-Yu is gonna be affected by Stealth Rock, which is pretty nice. He's gonna Draining Kiss. He's gonna Draining Kiss. They cannot touch me. So I think they just want the free switching into Chi-Yu. That's what I would do at least. And I think that's fine. If they go to Eternatus, I'm gonna nuzzle them. They go Koraidon. I could just Healing Wish, anticipating the switch to... anticipating the Flirtlets. But I think I want to have this as a sack if they end up doing that. If they go for U-turn or something like that, I think it's fine. And if they go for Swords themselves, I'll hit that. So I think Draining Kiss is fine either way. Okay, so they just Flare Blitz. They waste their Terra. And they get KO'd to Rocky Helmet. I think Lander is a very safe switch in case they go Eternatus. I can get it in range for extreme speed, I think. Dynamic Staller. Okay, they just Dynamax Scan. And my only hope is to beat this. Oh, they don't have Toxic? Do they not have Toxic on this? Yeah, we win. And Chi-Yu gets KO'd like 4 times at this point, so that's a good game. So we're not getting people who are very high on the ladder for, well, first of all, I beat this guy already. This was actually my first battle, but since it was too long, I decided to just cut it out. So maybe we can give it a try again. So let's see. That Clodsire is Toxic Protect, so it cannot touch Kingambit, and he knows my Kingambit is Terrifier because I beat it with it last time. So Kyogre, still a good lead. They go straight to Hatterene. Calm Mind again. Ice Beam. If I remember correctly, this is their Steel. Toxic. Gonna Ice Beam again. Doesn't matter. Ice Beam again. If they want to Terra right off the bat, that's fine for me. So they know I have Thunder, so they're debating whether they should go Alomomola on this or not, or just go to Hollow straight up. But I think I can just either... Actually, any move is fine, because damage is damage, right? And he can't really switch into it at this point. I'm just gonna Ice Beam. This move is to... actually, his best move is to either sack Ditto or go for double protect, I think. Because he cannot risk Alomomola and Hatterene or Hollow, because they need those to do damage, so they just go Ditto, yeah. And we did this same Song and Dance last time. I'm just gonna Thunder. They go to Clodsire again. I don't really care. Can just go Kingambit. Gonna go for Swords Dance. So they have Chilling Water, but like I said, they can't really touch this Kingambit. They have to flip turn. And I'm pretty sure Ho-Oh dies from +3 Sucker Punch. It's banded. Yup, they're scared. So I can just Katal Cleave here. They don't die, and I'm pretty sure they do. Oh, they don't, but I can just Sucker Punch. They go Alomomola. Do I die from Rocky Helmet plus flip turn? Good question. Nah, I don't think so. Chilling Water. So they know I have to Hatter in here, so they're gonna Wish. But I can just Healing Wish. And we are back to full. Gonna go to Landorus just to scout what they want to do. They do Sacred Fire. I think U-turn's pretty safe. And I can just go Kingambit again. Gonna Swords Dance again. If I Swords Dance here, I win. And I'm just gonna Katal Cleave. Actually, no, Alomomola's at full. I think I need to Katal here. Okay, they just go Hattery and they sack it. They go to Ditto. Can just Sucker Punch here, I think. Yep. Because if they go for Sucker Punch themselves, and then actually, why didn't they just go for Sucker Punch? Good question. Gonna Sucker again. Oh, they're Terra Fairy. No. That did nothing. Do I win with Koraidon if I get damage on this? I think so, right? I'm pretty sure I win with Koraidon and Arceus. Okay. So as soon as we Swords Dance with Koraidon, I'm pretty sure we win. As soon as we Swords Dance with Arceus, I'm pretty sure we win as well. Because we have Recover in this, so if they go Alomomola and they try to stall me out, they lose 1v1. So they go Ho-Oh. Let's see, I'm gonna go for Landorus, get the Intimidate. Sacred Fire, okay. Once again, they go for Sacred Fire. And I think I can just Swords Dance with Koraidon here. Then I'm gonna do Jack. If they don't burn me. Well, of course they burn me. Because what's new? Actually, I'm just gonna Scale Shot here. I just need the free switching into Arceus. If I get the free switching, I win immediately. And I think they know that. Well, I would like to believe they know that. Just gonna Swords Dance again. So if they wanna switch out, then that's fine. If they wanna keep this healthy, then whatever. Like, okay, so we do die. They have to go hollow here, I think. So what I wanted to do here is pretty much just get the KO on Corride on Alomomola since I got burned. And I'm just gonna hold for the no burn here. Nice. So I think we win. Nope. I have recovered, boy. So I think it's a good game unless some bullshit happens. Can just sort things again on this. They just flip turn into Ho-Oh, that's fine because now they just get KO'd by extreme speed. And I don't think they have any hope for KO in this. I have Shadow Claw too, yep. So they just lose this one after Giratina is gone. This team is pretty weak to E-Killer once you take out Ditto. So I think we did fine. Interesting game. I beat this guy twice in less than 30 minutes. So that just tells you how, like, I don't want to say dead, but there's a very low, like a very low number of battles that you can get on the ladder. I just got like 2 guys in the 1300s and then this guy twice. So yep. I don't know if that tells you anything, but hopefully this was a good showcase for Kingambit. It's a good maneuvers, and yeah, I really enjoy using it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later. Goodbye.